Hey Amber Miners, welcome back to the Amber Mine. So, it's 1 in the morning of the time of recording this, and I just got home from watching the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. And honestly, it was a really good movie. And okay, just a heads up, this is not a kid-friendly movie at all. But at the same time, it's not rated R or a massive slasher flick. Like, to be honest, I was kind of hoping for. But at the same time, I really enjoyed it. There were only a couple things that I wish that they would have done differently. But I'm just going to get out there. I thought this was a great movie. And if I were to have to rate it, I would rate it 9 out of 10. Again, there were only a couple things that I didn't like, which I will get to probably in a spoiler review. Which, if you would like to see a spoiler review, not only like this video, but also leave a comment down below. And while you're there, double check to see if you're subscribed to the channel. And if you aren't, I would really appreciate it if you took a second and just did that for me. You did that, right? Don't make me send Freddy after you. Or any of his gang. Anyway, so, I think the acting was spot on. The casting was great. I can't actually think of any casting choices that I think they could have done better. Matthew Lillard was probably the absolute best choice for William Atherton. I don't know. I'll say this because it was revealed in one of the lost trailers. Seeing him unsheath that knife brought back Scream level vibes. And honestly, this first Scream movie is almost as old as Jurassic Park. I think that's like 26 years old. So if you didn't know that Matthew Lillard's character in that movie was the murderer, spoiler, but anyway, I never thought I would get so excited to see this actor specifically in a yellow bunny suit, but seeing him actually in the suit, which, you know, the fact that they showed Springtrap in it tells me that, you know, that's not necessarily a spoiler. At least I hope it wouldn't be considered. But anyway, I never thought I would ever be so excited to see a grown man in a yellow bunny suit, but I was geeking out the entire time. I know it may not seem like it, but when I get passionate about a subject, I literally do get passionate about it. As you've seen with the Jurassic Park stuff, I've also been kind of loosely obsessed with Five Nights at Freddy's, or at least the team has, which was partly why we decided to do this project. And I'd like to announce using this video that Five Nights at Freddy's 2 recreation, which came out in November, will be actually receiving a series on the channel. And so be looking forward to that. Still got to figure out all the mechanics and stuff, but other than that, I believe the set is like 90% done already. So again, be looking out for that. Let's see, what else can I say that's not too spoilery? So actually, let me talk about the couple things that I didn't like, which this might get into a little bit more spoiler territory. So I'll put a warning here. And then here's where you should jump to on the video so that you're skipping past those spoilers. But anyway, those who are still here, I'm assuming, are really wanting to see the spoilers. So, okay. The major thing that I had issue with was I understand for a narrative purpose that they couldn't like actually recreate the game and the gameplay, but I wish that they would have done a little bit more. So, like, say they would have actually shown him at least try to survive the night once without sleeping through it. I felt that that was a little weird. Also, where were the doors? But I digress. If those kind of nitpicky things are what I found, honestly, I do not understand why the critics are giving it a 25% score on Rotten Tomatoes. But if you look at the fans' reaction, it's quite a bit higher. I didn't quite check to see what it was before starting recording, but I know it was quite the offset, which reminds me of one of my favorite hashtags that I came up with a few years ago and never really took off, but maybe it'll be able to take off this time, which is hashtag screw the critics. Stop taking critics' opinion. Yeah, it's there for a reason, but that doesn't mean that you need to solely base your entire opinion on what other people think of a project or a movie for that matter specifically. Like, most of the movies that I've seen that critics have absolutely hated have been some of my favorite movies. Like Dominion, for starters. FNAF was a really good movie. I wouldn't say that it's in my top 10, but it is definitely a fun popcorn flick. I'm definitely looking forward to a sequel. Actually, you know what? I might save that for a video. So again, if you would like to see my Thylacines top 5 or even top 10 favorite movies, leave a comment down below and let me know what you would think about that idea. Because honestly, I think that could be a lot of fun. Anyway, let's see. What else could I talk about? Honestly, just go see this movie. I understand that it is already breaking records and has the highest opening for a video game based movie, and it might even surpass the concept of a highest horror franchise or a horror movie opening. From what I understand, it's even broken Barbie's record as the highest opening. It's the highest opening movie of this year. I know that, and that should definitely tell Hollywood something that we as fans want as accurate of a replica, or we want an accurate retelling of our favorite stories and not a twist on them. Because let's be real, there's been so many issues. Like, I didn't like, oh gosh, what was that? Anyway, it just seems like when I want direct adaptations more so than inspired adaptations, to me that actually feels like you're respecting the source material a lot better. But at the same time, this respected the source material, but in the same idea, it was its own thing. Like, it took the ideas, took the concepts, and still, it felt respect. Like, it really felt grounded in the FNAF lore, and it felt like it really respected it. And honestly, I think that is the best thing you could take away from this movie. This is the best possible outcome I believe we could have had as Five Nights at Freddy's fans. And I cannot wait for a sequel. Anyway, I think that's going to be about it for me. I've rambled on for almost 9.5 minutes. And if you would like to see a longer one, maybe let me know down in the comments below. And for the spoiler review, I'll get the rest of the team on, and we can probably go for an hour, which you'll probably get that only on the Patreon. So if you would like to see that, not only let us know, but also join the Patreon, because that could be potentially coming in the future. Anyway, this has been Thylacine, and I'll see you guys next time down in the mine. Bye. Hey Ember Miners, thanks for watching today's video. Be sure to click the subscribe button on your way out and click the bell icon to be notified of our videos when we upload them.